What's up, fellow collectors? Welcome back to the M.I.B. Master Toy Museum. I'll be your curator today. Guys, just hanging out down here in the museum. Relaxing, guys. Some R&R, some much needed R&R. I'm being lazy today, guys. Just tooling around in my museum, not really doing much of anything. But I said, you know what, let's do a FaceTime video with my fantastic subscribers and viewers here at the M.I.B. Master Toy Museum. I want to talk about Wave 13, guys. By now, most of you guys have Wave 13 figures in hand. So we want to talk a little bit about the figures. We want to talk a little bit about some of the exclusives that are coming out. A lot of people have a lot to say about the exclusives from Topps, and people are asking me how I feel about that, so I'll share that with you as well. But Wave 13 has to be one of the better waves that Mego's put out. I believe they have more hits than misses. You know, I think that's how we kind of judge the Mego waves now. The last 13 waves, we've kind of judged it like that. We know that the first wave, more misses than hits. Yeah, you had a couple hits in there, but mostly it was difficult. But you know, Mego was just starting out, so we won't kick that dead horse anymore when we have to. But Wave 13, guys, I've done a ton of videos. I want to thank all you guys for the support that you've given the videos, really the channel, everything. So I really appreciate that, guys. We have more fun on the way. I'm trying to set the giveaway contests up because I want to do multiple giveaways. So we're still trying to set that up. And to do that, though, I need more figures to do that, so we can give more figures away, so we can have more happy people that compete in our contest giveaways. I want everybody to be happy, you know, or I can as many people as I can get to be happy anyway, to come away with a free figure. So we're into that. Just like I said, guys, it's Wave 13. It's Wave 13, and I'm very pleased with what I'm seeing from Mego right now in regards to the Wave 13 figures. You just saw Cornelius, and I want to talk a little bit about Caesar. And that's funny I said Cornelius because, pick him up here. You guys ain't really showing him a lot of love on the videos, guys. I think, and I base this off of how I set my videos up. I set a bunch of videos up immediately because I want to see, popularity-wise, which figure garners the most attention, you know, and gets the most love from you guys. And surprisingly, Caesar, I thought Caesar would kind of really shoot up there with his views, but he really hasn't. And I think I understand the reasoning behind that. So and maybe you guys can kind of help me out as well. I want to say because we have Cornelius, and because this is basically just a paint app, a new paint application to Cornelius with just a jumpsuit and a M16 machine gun. That's really the difference. But essentially it's still Cornelius. And I was just curious how you guys, what's your thoughts on that? Maybe Caesar was brought out too fast. You would have liked to seen another figure, maybe one of the astronauts or an ape soldier, albeit an ape soldier is coming out. He is coming out, but I'm curious to see from you guys if you would have wanted to see that ape soldier now as opposed to have Caesar. And I think having Caesar so close in release to Cornelius, that might have hurt Caesar a little bit in popularity. That's my thoughts on it, guys. How many of you guys got Caesar? I'm just curious. I want to hear your thoughts on that. Guys, we want to talk a little bit about the 14-inch line as well. We'll touch on that as well in a little bit. But one of my favorite figures, a surprise hit, and let's see if I can get this guy without hurting him. Let me see here. It's Robin. It's the Robin figure. To me, Robin is right now, as it stands, probably one of the best figures from Wave 13. He's definitely the best superhero figure out of the new superhero villain DC line that Mego has out now. Superman, Batman, Joker, Penguin, Riddler, Green Lantern. Robin is the best figure. That's me, guys. That's how I feel about it. But I want your thoughts on it. Somebody asked me, well, M.I.B, why do you feel that way about the Robin figure? How did you come to that conclusion that Robin is the best superhero figure that Mego has put out from the new superhero line? His outfit, guys, the head sculpt, everything is on point. Everything is it's just fantastic. Highly detailed. You can tell that a lot of time went into this figure. A lot of detail went into this figure. Some of the figures, and I base a lot of this off of what you guys have posted in the comment sections on some of these videos, from what I hear and see in some of my Facebook groups that I'm affiliated with. It's Robin. You guys said Batman, his head was too small. Superman's head was too big. You guys didn't like the outfits very much because they were more screen printed, which I liked both figures. Don't get me wrong. I like all the figures. I'm simply telling you what's my favorite figure. And I think a lot of you guys would really agree with me on that. But if you don't, I would like to know in the comment section right underneath this video, who's the best figure right now out of all of Mego's Wave 13 figures? Who's the best superhero figure out of Mego's superhero line? We want to hear all that, guys. Set this right over here. I don't want to hurt that figure. Get this guy out here. The Klingon. Kang the Klingon. Another fantastic figure, guys. Another work of art, I believe, by Mego. I like this head sculpt. I love the outfit. This figure got a lot of great comments on the video that I made. We need more like this. And I think because, we got a Klingon. It wasn't the original Klingon from the 1970s that we grew up with. I think that helped more than it hurt this figure in popularity. I think we're looking for more modern sculpts as adults now. We're adult collectors, guys. We're not kids of the 1970s anymore, or the 1960s anymore, or the early 1980s. We're adults. We kind of want what we want from our figures. And this Kang the Klingon figure is right up there as far as I'm concerned. I really think this is a fantastic figure. Let me just sit him here. I don't want to. Guys, your thoughts, your opinions, we want all of that, guys. I'm just, I'm really just blown away with really the positive feedback that the Wave 13 figures have gotten. You know, I think a lot of it has to do with, guys, we were just worn out from the earlier waves with, you know, with some disappointments one after the other from these waves. And it was frustrating. It was very draining, guys, and we weren't quite getting what we wanted from Mego. And we finally started to see some light at the end of the tunnel with these last few waves, where Mego's really starting to hit their stride. They're starting to really take off and give us exactly what we're asking for, you know. So, and I think Wave 13 is that platform, that launch pad, where we're going to start to see the figures we want really just skyrocket at this point. And the 14-inch monster figures, I'm going to bring my beautiful Dracula figure up here. The 14-inch monster figures is a part of that launch pad for Mego. I think we were promised 14-inch monster figures a couple years ago, and Mego pulled the plug. They pulled the plug on the whole project for whatever reason. So I wouldn't begin to try to explain why we didn't get those figures. Frankenstein, I think it's just Frankenstein and Dracula, but we have them now. This Dracula figure, 14-inch figure, has gotten a lot of positive feedback, but he's gotten a lot of negative feedback as well. The head sculpt, the paint application, a lot of people are upset with the painted on fangs. All right, guys, I'm just happy we got the Dracula figure. A lot of people wanted to see the Lugosi likeness. Okay. I don't know. It says it has Universal on it. Wait. It has Universal on it. So it's a Universal license figure. I don't know if Universal didn't want Mego to use Lugosi. I don't know if they have the I know that the Lugosi license and the family and all that stuff, it's very tricky and difficult at times. So I don't know, but people were a little put off with the fact that they didn't get the Lugosi likeness that they were looking for with this figure. And I can see that. I understand that. I understand, especially if you're gonna pay $30, $30 for a figure, which kind of leads me into that price point situation. Are we getting more bang for our buck with those 14-inch figures? I'm gonna say yes, and you guys can tell me if I'm right or wrong in my rationale, in my thinking, my logic. My logic is that Mego hasn't raised prices in 3 years since they returned to the toy landscape. 2018, where are we at now? 2021. They haven't raised prices in 3 years on the 8-inch figures, the 14-inch figures, so on and so forth. They haven't raised prices. So now they raise prices, and I get it. People are frustrated because they're not getting what they think they want, what they should be able to have. B, they don't view Mego as a NECA or a sideshow, Hot Toys, FTC. They don't view them like that. So why raise the prices? That's a conversation, guys. Like I said, we can have a whole nother show just on the price point topic alone. We won't do that though. I do want your input though on that. What do you think about it? I told you what I think. That's my logic, guys. Listen, if you have better logic than I do, share it with me in the comment section right underneath this video. Are the figures priced right? I mean, I don't know. I don't know. To me, I think it's fair. You're gonna pay a little bit more. Um, I've always been under the understanding that, if I don't like a figure, I'm not buying it anyway, especially if it costs too much. But for the most part, and I just want to focus on the Wave 13 figures, because that's really where the price hike has started. It started with Wave 13, with the announcement of Wave 13 that some of these figures, not some, all these figures are going to be priced a little higher. But for me, if I don't like the figure, I ain't buying it anyway. But Wave 13 has had some serious hits. I'll tell you one thing though. There are a few that I just don't know if I'm gonna get, and if I do get them, it's gonna be a while. And that's the Penguin and Joker figures. Those are at the bottom of my list. As a matter of fact, I'm not overly excited about those figures at all. And I am a Penguin and Joker fan, but I'm just not big on those figures. And to pay $15, $16, $17, in some cases $18, and that's not including shipping and handling, for figures that I'm not too excited about, it's just not going to happen. It's not going to happen. And I know a lot of people call into the channel and ask, are you going to be getting this figure? Are you going to be reviewing this? Or when are you going to be reviewing this figure? So let me help you out with that right now. No and no for the Joker and Penguin. That ain't happening no time soon, guys, okay? That's not going to happen with Penguin and Joker. Not happy with those figures at all. And I know people say, well, man, M.I.B, maybe that's a little bit harsh. No, it's really not, guys. I gotta be honest with you. It's a part of toy history. I get that. That's what we build our channel on. That's what we build our museum is based and built on. But like I said, at some point I will. But I have to be honest with you guys. I'm not happy with those two figures, and I don't think they're well made. They're not appealing. I think it's the word I'm looking for. They're not very attractive to me. They're not very appealing to me. So I think that has a lot to do with it. And as on the 14-inch landscape, the Batman and Superman figures, I will be getting. It's going to be a while though. I prefer the 14-inch monsters. I'm still waiting on Frankenstein. I absolutely positively have to have Frankenstein. So I definitely want that one. I love the, as you saw, the Dracula, Creature from the Black Lagoon. But Batman and Superman, I think I I'm basing this primarily off of the fact that I have two separate, no, we got three separate 14-inch, three different 14-inch Batmans and two different Supermans. The 52 Superman and the more original vintage style Superman. So that's a reason. I think somebody asked me the other day, M.I.B, we haven't seen a video on the 14-inch and Superman and 14-inch Batman. That's why. Not because I'm not going to get them. Primarily because I'm not too blown away with those guys either. I like them more than the Joker and the Penguin figures by far. It ain't even close how much. I mean, I like, here's the 14-inch and 14-inch Batman and Superman, and here's Penguin and Joker. That's the difference. So, but I'm not going to, because we talked about this, guys, you know, that's $30, $40 more with shipping and handling. I have to actually, at this point, I have to love these figures. And that's what I think the price points are starting to do to a lot of collectors. It's really making people make hard decisions, firm decisions, financial decisions on what they want, what they think they want, what they kind of think they want. Hard decisions. Do I really want this figure for $22, $23, $24, $25 after shipping and handling? Whereas 2-3 years ago, people were buying multiples of figures. They were very inexpensive. You can find a lot of this stuff, you know, for very, very cheap now. But that ain't the case now, guys. That's not the case. And it's really forcing collectors to make some hard choices on what they want. So, you know, I talked to a collector the other day, and he told me, he's like, well, I only, with Wave 13, I might have gotten 5 figures from Wave 13, and I'm on the fence with a few more, but I'm definitely not getting the entire Wave 13, and it's a lot of it has to do with the pricing, you know, and the fact that I have to actually love that figure. So, and I understand that. Guys, listen, none of us are made out of money, and it's coming down to that. And I've read in the comment section, and I know I'm going off the deep end with this money thing, but you know, this is one of the things I've been seeing a lot in my comment sections on these videos. They're so expensive. They're so expensive. M.I.B. I don't know if I can get that one, or I'm gonna have to wait to get that one. And it shouldn't be like that. And I get it. That's why we're trying to do our part to set some contest giveaways up where we can give some figures away for free. Everybody should be able to enjoy these figures. You know, I get it. I'm one of those. You know, I'm a parent. I'm a husband. I'm a father. You know, I have kids. I understand there's bills to be paid. There's other things more important than action figures, 8-inch and 14-inch action figures that cost a lot of money. So if nothing else, these price point changes have made a lot of us better managers of our money. Because I mean, a lot of us go. I was one of them too. You know, I just buy up multiples of everything. You know, you can't really do that now. You know, those price points, they're, you know, they keep you very, very honest. Trust me, very honest. So we'll see. But the 14-inch and Batman and 14-inch Superman figures, I will get at some point. You know, and that's to answer that question. I'm going to get I'll get most of these figures at some point. But I wouldn't say not in the near future, because there's still so much stuff out there. You know, we still have 14-inch figures that we're waiting on with the Frankenstein figure, and I'm still waiting on some 8-inch figures to come in. The Tigger figure, Ultraman figure, The Van Helsing, people are asking me about Van Helsing. We're going to get that video out, guys. When I get the figure in to the museum, we'll get the video out to you guys. The Hammer properties. Speaking of Van Helsing, we had another figure, the reptile. I thought was a beautiful figure, very well done. Oh, let me get that real quick. Give me 1 second. And we're back, guys. Here's another fantastic figure, I think. Very cleverly done by Mego, without breaking the bank, so to speak. A lot of rehashed parts here. But the selling point, without question, it's a head sculpt, and I think all you guys agree with me. That's a dead ringer for the reptile, the likeness from the movie. Everybody's really hung up on the reptile's outfit. Rightfully so. This is the Wicked Witch's outfit from our Wizard of Oz set. Well, that's well documented by now. But it's not bad. It's not bad. And like I said, I like the constructive criticism. I don't have a problem with that. If you're going to bash it, I don't have a problem with you bashing it. Just offer some good insight to how you would change it. And a lot of my subscribers and viewers did just that. A lot of fantastic ideas of how to replicate and change this outfit, you know. But a lot of people said, you know, all in all, it was a good, you know, a good thing by Mego to really just give her this outfit, and I don't have a problem with that. But this is another figure that got some criticism, and I don't collect a lot of the female figures. Or if I do, they're not the first ones that I collect. I think because I think we all can agree that the female body from Mego needs to be retooled to a degree. But this is one that I absolutely had to have. I had no problem in you know, paying to get this one. This was a good figure. I'm very, very satisfied with this figure. Let's sit her down here. Oh, she's not gonna sit there, guys. Don't wanna hurt this figure. Let's sit it here for now. This is what happens, guys, when you have so much stuff here. It's so much stuff here, guys. It's crazy. You know, I make one wrong move, and I can start a toy avalanche, guys, and I'd be in bad shape. I would get no sleep knowing that I damaged some of these priceless artifacts here at the museum. I gotta make some changes around here. I got some time off. I need to do that. But let's talk a little bit about the Topps exclusives. Okay. You know, we got the Hasbro Pulse and Mego merger or a collaboration, if whatever you want to call it. It was great. It was a great move. G.I. Joe collector. So that was fantastic news. I know, guys, I understand it. I know a lot of you guys didn't want G.I. Joe. You're not thrilled about it. You weren't excited about it like I was. And a lot of us G.I. Joe collectors were excited. But Storm Shadow and Snake Eyes are two of my favorite G.I. Joes of all time. I think the rivalry has a lot to do with it. Just the beautiful uniforms that they both have. The fighting skills, all of that, just the everything, the aura of Snake Eyes and Storm Shadow, the storyline, everything was perfect. To have these guys as 8-inch action figures, Mego figures, is fantastic. 12-inch would have been better, but you know, I said that already, guys. But I'll take the 8-inch. I'm excited about it. They come with a ton of gear. So Hasbro Pulse, that whole exclusive deal with Mego. Set up my pre-order. I'm on my way. Then Mego announces that they are partnering with Topps, the world famous iconic baseball card maker. And, you know, anybody that's, you know, grown up in the 60s and the 70s and the 80s knows all about Topps. You know, everybody's had a pack of Topps cards. Guilty as charged, okay? Now, Topps is getting into the action figure business. That's fine. Mego announces that they, along with Topps, will be putting out exclusive figures, 2 exclusive figures every Monday. And for how long, we don't know. But am I excited about that? Initially, I was excited about that. And then I got to thinking. And really, after just doing some due diligence and some research, and we're talking about money. Money always come into it, guys. It always factors in. So I think the first offering was the oh my goodness, and I pre-ordered it. Shazam and Black Adam. Those were the first offerings from Topps. And people were talking about the price point and the shipping. It's very expensive, guys. I paid over $100, but I bought multiples. So, I mean, you guys do the math. If you just bought one of each figure, I bought 2 of each figure. So naturally, that's going to raise my price a little bit. That's the way I like to do it, though. I like to have this, if they're exclusive, and we'll get into that exclusive, that word exclusive. But people have been saying it's a lot. And then we come back around to this Monday, and they have Star Trek figures out now. The core figure, Klingon, and the if I'm saying his name correctly, you guys, if I'm not, you can correct me. And the Spock figure, who looks a lot like maybe from the movie, the 1979 movie. I'm just looking at the outfit. It's familiar to that movie, and I think that's when it kind of went sideways. A lot of people, and for one, I think people have to need more information, guys. And I think somebody told me Mego is trying to provide that now. But people are going to need more information on how this whole pre-order deal works. Because I think the fear is, for a lot of collectors out there, is that if Topps doesn't get a certain amount of pre-orders, they're going to cancel production of these figures and give the money back to whoever put the pre-order, you know, to all the collectors that put the pre-order money out. They'll get their money back. I don't know how that works. I'm hearing 2 things. I'm hearing that that's exactly how it works, and on the other half, I'm hearing that's not how it works. That once the figures is done with that particular week, then those figures, those exclusive figures, will go into production. If you have more information, guys, please share it with us here at the M.I.B. Master Toy Museum. We want to try to get as much information on the pre-ordering arrangements with Topps and Mego as we possibly can. And guys, don't be shy. Write into Mego, write into Topps. Get information from these guys. You have a right to know what you're purchasing. You have a right to find out if you're going to lose money. If these figures are going to be produced, you have a right to all of that. So write into Mego, call into Topps, find out. They have customer services set up at Topps. Ask these questions, guys. Find out. I mean, because at the end of the day, guys, I think it's a fantastic idea that Mego wants to keep putting these figures out so people can have a better selection of figures and characters. But guys, I'm still waiting on my first pre-orders of the Black Adam and Shazam figures. So I think we all are. No, these figures haven't came out yet. I haven't got any information about when these figures are going to be shipped. None of that. I think Mego said maybe 90 days or something like that. Between 30 and 90 days. So we'll wait and see. But I know a lot of people can't afford to continue to buy figures every Monday. And I think that's the general consensus that I think everybody's on the same page with. I did not order, I know somebody asked me the other day, did you order the Star Trek figures, the Spock and the Core Klingon figure? No, I did not. And that's only because I got 2 pre-orders, one from Hasbro Pulse for the Snake Eyes and Storm Shadow, and from the first Topps exclusive offering of the Black Adam and Shazam figures. So I don't want to keep setting up pre-orders, and I don't have any figures in hand, for one, for my enjoyment, but 2, so I can share it with you guys, so we can talk about it and you guys can see these figures up close and personal. So no, I did not put a pre-order for those figures, and that's largely because not so much as a price. Okay, it's not the pricing that's bothering me, it's the fact that I don't have the other figures. So that's really where I stand at with that. But your thoughts on that, guys, on the top situation. You can speak your mind here. I'm fine with it. I would like to get some input, some insight, so we can kind of bounce it off of each other and we can just kind of figure out what's happening. But it's good conversation to have. Like I said, we're not kids of the 70s, 60s, and 70s and early 80s anymore, guys. We're adults. We still love our action figures. The only difference now, guys, is that we're the ones paying for it. Our parents aren't paying for our toys anymore. We got to pay for our toys. So we're becoming very exclusive in that thinking of what we want, what we don't want, and what we're willing to pay money for. So Wave 13, outside of those exclusives, I think is fantastic. Outside of those exclusive figures, I think Wave 13 has been a success. If you don't agree with that, let me know right here in the comment section, right underneath this video. I want to hear if you don't agree with that. I think Wave 13 has been a success, and that's primarily based on a lot of the characters that we're seeing. And like I said, the second I get Van Helsing and the Tigger Ultraman and the 14-inch Frankenstein, for the most part, I think that's pretty much it after that. Like I said, I told you how I felt about the 14-inch Superman and Batman and the 8-inch Joker and Penguin figures. Not too excited about those figures. So at some point I'll probably get them, but guys, don't hold your breath on that. I'm not too excited about those figures. Not like that. But once again, you guys are fantastic. I can't say that enough. Like I said, we're at about 2,600 subscribers now, and it's counting. So we're excited about that. We just recently had our 4th anniversary here. The M.I.B. Master Toy Museum turned 4 years old. We started this thing back in 2017, late 2017, and we've just grown so much in those years, and I know that because I'm running out of space here at the museum to house all this stuff. So, but it's been so much fun, really sharing my collection with you guys. and listening to you guys, and meeting some of you guys, and becoming friends with some of you guys. It's been so much fun. A lot of fun times. More to come, guys. I would like to say, I think, did we get to everything? If we didn't, there's always room for more, But I don't want to keep you guys any longer than I have to, because like I can do this all night. I don't really have anywhere to be anyway, so I'm gonna put some coffee on and have a little bit more fun down here. And a quick shout out to Terry Jackson, guys. Check his channel out, guys. He's got a fantastic channel. I believe it's called Customizing 19. Custom 19 or Customizing 19. Check his channel out, though, guys. I'll leave a link to Terry Jackson's channel underneath this video in the description box, guys. But check his channel out, guys, and give him some support. Give Terry Jackson some support, guys. He's a fellow collector and a good buddy of mine, and we have a lot in common as far as our likes with these toys. So God bless Terry Jackson. You know the routine, guys. God bless. Stay safe and keep collecting.